tupigie machief makofi. Tuko pia na Deputy County Commissioner and the Sub-County Security Committee. Mahali muko musimame. We also have members of the County Security Committee. Wasimame. Asante. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, let me now welcome the Honorable Meli, who will give a speech and introduce the other leaders who have joined us today. Karibu Mheshimiwa Meli.
Our chief guest, Our Excellency Prime Cabinet Secretary, Dr. Musalia Mudavadi, the Principal of the College, the Chairman of the Governing Council of Kaiboi National Polytechnic, our Principal Secretary, Madam Esther Moria, all protocol observed. Good afternoon. May I take this time, our Prime Cabinet Secretary, to congratulate the candidates or the graduates, their families, their parents, for this very, very fast graduation ceremony for Kaiboi National Polytechnic. This is a very good day for all of us as a county leadership led by our governor and all the county leaders seated here today. And we want to thank you, Prime Cabinet Secretary, for accepting to come and grace this being the first graduation ceremony for this National Polytechnic. Without much ado, I know we are actually back on time. I'll want to invite the leaders who are here today to give their speeches, but I want every member who is here to note that we want to thank the national government for accepting to actually elevate Kaiboi National Polytechnic, Kaiboi Polytechnic to be a national polytechnic. This was the effort of the member of parliament of this constituency and the leadership who are here. Honorable Kirwa, watu wa Kaiboi mnaelewa, is a very hard-working leader. We together, I being the chairman of education, principal secretary, and the government, accepted to acknowledge and to elevate this university, this polytechnic, to a national university, to a national polytechnic. Can we give him hands of applause? So I will go straight away to welcome the leaders who are here. Let me welcome the majority leader, who will introduce the MCS and say a brief statement. Majority leader.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Meli. Prime Cabinet Secretary, His Excellency Musalia Mudavadi, Your Excellency Governor Stephen Sang, Your Excellency Deputy Governor Daktari Yulita Cheruiyot, MBs present, kiongozwa na Mheshimiwa Meli, Principal Kaiboi Technical, and all the protocol of staff, all the graduates na wazazi, amjambo. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. First of all, I want to congratulate the graduates of the day. Nasema pongezi sana. Pongezi for your hard work. Umejikaza. That's why today we are here. We want to wish you well as you move ahead to go and look for employment, to go and work in various places. We want to wish you well and pray for you so that you can get a place. Your Excellency Musalia Mudavadi, we want to thank you, asante sana, for gracing this occasion. It is an honor. It is a great honor to us, people of here, Mosov, Kabiet. We want to thank you, asante sana, Your Excellency Mudavadi. Ya mwisho, I want to introduce the other members of the County Assembly, and I think we are here, led by, I think we have Honorable Ezra Rotich, my colleague MCA, who is also the chairman for held in our County Assembly. Some of the other MCS are on the way. I think they are around. Former MCS, if they are around, yeah, I think we are working on graduates. Asante sana. Thank you so much. And Musalia Mudavadi, tumeona kazi hapo imefanyika mzuri. Tunakusihi kabisa kwa heshima, and we want to thank our president for elevating this institution to be a national polytechnic. Tunashukuru sana. And Your Excellency Mudavadi, siku ile wewe ni mtu wa hardware. Hardware ile ulifanya siku ile. Fanya hardware, hiyo buildings yote ikamilike, hao watu wafaidike. Asanteni sana na Mungu abariki. Thank you so much.
Makofi kwa majority leader. Thank you so much. Watu wa Mosop, mnajua ya kwamba your constituency is running very well. I know your leader is indisposed, but he's very fine. I was in the US, you must have seen photographs. Na anafanya vizuri sana. Lakini every other time za zile kazi inaendelea, tuko na Bwana Nimrod Malel kutoka ofisi yake. Nataka yeye aongee ili awaeleze mambo ambayo yanaendelea katika ofisi ya Member of Parliament Mosop. Karibu Nimrod Malel.
Our chief guest, His Excellency Dr. Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi, Principal Secretary, Chief Ed, Your Excellency Sir, the Governor of Nandi, Your Excellency the Deputy Governor of Nandi, members of Parliament present, the Governing Council of this institution, led by the Chairman, the Principal, the teachers, students, na wananchi wote. Na wasalimu kwa jina la Yesu. Mjamboni. Thank you. Your Excellency, sir, it's a great honor today to have our first ever graduation to Kaiboi National Polytechnic. And it's an honor to have you today to grace this event. It's unfortunate, sir, our Member of Parliament is not around, but I know wherever he is, he's the happiest man. He has really longed to see this day, but because we are here to represent him, we have to thank you on his behalf, and thank everybody who has walked this journey to ensure that Kaiboi is a national school. Your Excellency, allow me to thank the school for what it's doing in mothers' education. Kaiboi National School is a backbone of in Mosop. We have invested a lot of resources in this school, and we endeavor to do so even more. As we speak, Your Excellency, we have a number of graduates here who are beneficiaries of CDF bursaries and scholarships, and we endeavor to continue the same. We have a program we have discussed with the school principal, Your Excellency, and in this coming May, we are going to enroll more than 200 students, having been sponsored by the Mosop CDF bursary kit. I want to thank the leaders from around, led by the governor and area members of Parliament from Nandi, for the support they've given us and this institution. This school has grown the economy of Kaiboi Center by far, and it is the reason why we got a modern market from the national government. The school has grown the businesses around, and it is one of the most important schools we have in Mosop, and we are happy to be part of this school. Your Excellency, I want to make some few requests on behalf of Mheshimiwa Kilwa. Number one, Your Excellency, is a request that we have made to the Ministry of Roads to ensure that we tarmac the road from Chepkober to Kaiboi Center, around 17 kilometers, Your Excellency. And we are grateful for the tarmac road we have gotten around 76 kilometers, that the contractor is already on site, beginning from Musalia to Kaiboi, to Jepteroi, towards Kapkatembu, and all the way through Kamasai to Jimoi. We want to say thank you and pass our gratitude to His Excellency the President. It's a request you gave us when you visited Nandi, and for sure we have seen it come true. Your Excellency, I want also to request through your office, Your Excellency, we have made a request of connecting our people to power. As we speak, Your Excellency, in Masop, we have only 22% of our residents having electricity. The rest 78% hawana stima. Tunaomba sana, Your Excellency, tuweze kuwapea stima hawa watu. It's the biggest thing they have been requesting. Kila kona tukienda Masop. Najua kuna hiyo program, na naomba sana iweze kufanyika mwaka huu. Sitaki kusema mengi, Your Excellency. Yangu tena ilikuwa furaha siku ya leo, na kwa niaba ya Mheshimiwa Kirwa tunasema asante sana kwa kuja Masop, na karibu tena siku nyingine. Mwisho kabisa niruhusu niwape shukrani, congratulations kwa wale ambao wamegraduate siku ya leo, na naomba ya kwamba mnapotoka Kaiboi muendelee kuongeza masomo. Tunajua mambo ya kupata kazi Kenya hii imekuwa ngumu, lakini ninyi mko na bahati. Uko na serikali hapa leo. I want to request Your Excellency that through your office, if we can employ at least 50 of them. Sema tu neno moja na roho yetu itapona. Asante sana, Your Excellency.
Mpige makofi kijana Malela ambaye ni manager wa Constituency manager. Our chief guest, we have former leaders of this county who are here. Let me recognize them. Mr. David Koech, who is currently the council member, University of Eldoret, is there. Asante sana mheshimiwa. Any other former? So asante kwa kufika hapa. Now I want to invite the member of Nandi Hills, Honorable Kitur, to also address the gathering. Karibu mheshimiwa.
Thank you very much, Honorable Julius Melly. The Prime Cabinet Secretary, Dr. Musalia Mudavadi, the PS, the Governor of Nandi, fellow colleagues, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. First of all, allow me on behalf of the people of Nandi Hills constituency and on my own behalf to congratulate the graduates, the first graduates of Kaiboi National Polytechnic. Congratulations, great young people. Secondly, is to also congratulate the staff, principal and the staff, as well as the parents who've done great work to have been able to bring the best of the class that is now graduating today. Our chief guest today, I will be very brief because of the interest of time. I want to mention that I've seen you a couple of times, Prime Cabinet Secretary, visit Masop constituency a couple of times. Indeed, you've been a great friend, and you're finding time in your extremely busy schedule to be here is something we take with great pride as leaders of Nandi. Secondly, is to also let all of us that are here to know that when we came into leadership, we chose that we will walk and speak one voice as the leaders of Nandi. At no point will you hear us, or if one of us is down, we'll always work together. And there will be no void in any manner or form in the leadership of this great county. Therefore, we have come in solidarity to support the Member of Parliament, whom we hope will be coming very soon, on this very important occasion, which we knew he worked very hard to have been able to have this institution be made a national polytechnic. Indeed, at that point, we had two institutions, Prime Cabinet Secretary. We had one called Lesos TVET at that point, and this the Kaiboi. But there is a way the member of parliament of this place walked his way. Despite the fact that the other institution is a bit bigger, he was able to get this be a national polytechnic. That tells you how passionate the member of parliament supports this institution indeed. Prime Cabinet Secretary, for those that are watching across the globe and across this nation and every part of this country indeed, Kaiboi National Polytechnic is a polytechnic to take your child or any young person out there need to come and survive this institution because it's one of the best. In the most secure place, fantastic climate. The teaching fraternity is very welcoming, and therefore I want to again call upon all of us that are watching across the country to please consider having your children or yourselves to come and study in this great institution. I would like Prime Cabinet Secretary to request you that now many of these young people are going out there. Most of them are technical students. It is my wish that most of those programs we've seen the government of Kenya Kwanza are trying to open out there. We've seen, events where the minister in charge of labor has been doing some clinics of how to export young people to go abroad. We want to see that to be extremely fair. And you see the number of times this will be done also not only in Nandi, but also in Kaiboi. And we want to see the results of this, of the young people being taken from here to go abroad and work. Second last, Prime Cabinet Secretary, when I engaged the principal a bit earlier and the chairman, he told me there are a couple of industries or manufacturing firms around here who want to partner, or they've reached out to partner with them so that most of these young ones, when they are studying, they have an opportunity to be able to intern or to go there and do the practicals. Or even during the training, they are trained on what should be found in the industry. Or ultimately, of course, they make it a chance to be employed. I think, Prime Cabinet Secretary, we need to expand this and be made that all industries, we get something like a mark of quality of sort for those that embrace young people or work with colleges to be able to absorb most of this for the training in their factories so that they get the practical training hands-on. And I think this is something that could be quite interesting going forward. Finally, Prime Cabinet Secretary, I want to thank the government of Kenya Kwanza. Recently, we had a challenge where our government subsidized fertilizers. And when that happened, we saw a great result where every sector of agriculture were able to have enough food being grown, and we were able, even like maize, we had enough of them. But we had a challenge recently when one of the institutions that we all depend here, that is Kenya Seed, faced a challenge in terms of their costings, and they were able to increase the price. This came to our discussion, and we shared with the leadership of Kenya Kwanza. I want to thank you that was nullified, and now farmers can buy the maize seed in the price that was before. And with that, we want also this subsidy then to be done for the maize seed as well, so that ikuja kula bunge isikuwe fertilizer peke yake. Wacha pia tupate subsidy kwa mahindi. Ama mnasema namna gani? On the seeds, ndio? Ya kila kitu, kwa sababu sasa tunaenda msimu wa kuweza kupanda. Finally, the Nandi nation has had a great challenge in the past on the issue of the road networks. Tunataka kushukuru sana kwa sababu mwaka huu rais amesema kwamba atashughulikia mambo ya mabarabara. We are very keen as leaders of this place to work together with the government. Na pia tukubali, wakati tunaitisha hii tengenezwe, lazima pia kuna mahali serikali lazima itapata pesa. Na hiyo haina option, inakuanga kutax ama namna gani. But I think let's see how best we can do, because for sure in Nandi we are in dire need of proper expansive roads for us to be able to take our produce to the fields. Prime Cabinet Secretary, umetembea hapa mara mingi, mimi nataka nikuombe kitu kimoja. Please, as much as you have all the other institutions of this country, kwa sababu wewe umependa Mosob mara mingi ukikuja hapa, I would want to tell you, also adopt this institution so that anytime they have an issue, apart from pia sana tusaidia hapo, hata wewe you take it as personal. Asanteni sana and all the very best. graduates. Asante na Mungu awabariki.
Tushangilie Mheshimiwa Kitur. Asante sana. Prime Cabinet Secretary, the Principal Secretary, and all protocol observed. I just want to have a very short speech. First and foremost, I want to thank you, Prime Cabinet Secretary. You are one of the top leaders in this republic that are never controversial. In what sense? That you are development-oriented, you actually take your issues very seriously, and we as a people of this county have been watching you very closely. And we are saying we are actually behind you in each and every activity you do as a leader. We've seen how you have been carrying out presidential duties and your duties as a foreign affairs minister. We as a leadership of this region, led by our governor and the Rift Valley leaders, we are saying we want to wish you well as we move ahead. You are a friend to this county. You've come here not once, severally. And we as a leadership, we are saying, tunamkaribisha au namna gani? Tunamkaribisha Prime Cabinet Secretary. Wapi makofi ya Prime Cabinet Secretary? Wapi nduru ya Prime Cabinet Secretary? Bas, ya pili, I want to congratulate the graduates. As a chair of education and as a member of parliament in Red, I want to tell you, you've done the best for yourself. It took you long hours of studies. It took your parents time to pay. It took the lecturers or the trainers time to make sure that you have earned the skill. I want to tell you, graduates, you are the best graduates we have ever seen around here. Why am I saying so? You are leaving this place now a skilled person. You are an electrical engineer, you are an agricultural engineer, you are a mechanical engineer, and you are worth to actually be a member of what is going to take this country ahead. I'm just asking you, leave this place and do not ask even for employment. Ask how you can create it yourself. Along in our Kenyan society today, we have a number of you who are doing very well, not in the formal employment, but in your own way, you create and make others and this country have a living. I want to ask, there is a linkage between industry and employment and training. And I think Madam Principal Secretary knows that. As much as we have several CDA projects going on in this sub-county, and even the whole of Nandi County, Governor Sang has a lot of projects going on. We have a training institute at Cheptarit. We have the milk processing plant. Don't ask yourself, what are you going to do so that you earn a living out of the linkages between yourself as a skilled worker and those particular institutes? I want to ask you, as you move out of this institution, if you are disciplined, you are organized, and you can go anywhere in this world to work. The other day, your principal had invited me to Kazi, what do you call it? Kazi Maju, is it? Kazi Maju. Foreign work. If you go to Qatar, if you go to Germany, if you go to any part of this world, you will fit in there. And I want to tell you, don't look at Kaiboi, Nandi, and Kenya. Look at the world. What can you be able to do in Germany? What can you be able to do in Korea? What can you be able to do in Dubai and other parts of the world? We as a people, we are going to support you with very good legislation, especially on how you can move out, you can use your skills very well, and you can develop this country. I want to say that as a Department of Education, as a chair, we've made a number of laws that are assisting you as a students, are assisting the Kenyans, and making sure that TVET should be the largest department in education. Because this is the place where we have the largest and the strongest human force in this country. And you'll be able to produce and give this country a lot of money as a people. Lastly, as I told you earlier on, I went to the United States a few weeks ago. And I met your member of parliament. He's very robust. He's gained health. He's doing very well. Most of you must have seen the photos in the social media. I did that because I want to tell you that he's doing well. He's recuperating very well. And most of the projects that are here today, we stand here today because of the work of Honorable Kirwa. He fought for this institution to be a national polytechnic. Can you give him applause, please? The member of the constituency manager has just indicated the number of road projects, the number of CDF projects going on. That means you have no vacuum in this constituency. You have no problem at all. He every other time consults with his constituency office, and as a leadership of the county led by the governor and ourselves, will step in any other time that he requires us to. Like this graduation ceremony. That's why we are all here together. And I want to thank Governor, because when we said we are looking for the chief guest, you did very well and you met the Prime Cabinet Secretary, and now we are here today courtesy of your Member of Parliament, because he is following us even now, wherever he is in Dallas, and he's actually saying, congrats na pongezi watu wa Mosop kwa kumwombea na mnaendelea kumshikilia akiwa kule nje. Au namna gani? Ya mwisho nataka niseme, we have a number of projects that are going on, like the road. Barabara hii yetu ya kuanzia kule Tinderet mpaka Celia na hizi zote ambaye tumesema inafanywa na contractor moja. We had some technical issues on funding Prime Cabinet Secretary, which I think you in the government have sorted it out, and we want to see it started. And we want to ask you, we want these roads to get finished because we have the funding already from the donors. Tunataka tumalize hizi barabara, tuanze hizi zingine, na hizo mambo ya sitima iwe things of the past. Lastly, ni project ya ICT yenye iko hapa. I know the supplementary budget is around the corner, and I want to ask Principal Secretary, let us finish that ICT, so that next time when we are coming here, we are inspecting a different project. Au namna gani? And you being the AIE holder, and you know we make budget in the National Assembly, just propose, we give resources, I think they are about 50%, about 50 million shillings, tumalize hiyo ICT, wanafunzi waingie, alafu tupate pesa mfukoni. Au namna gani? Tuko sawa? Kwa hayo na mengi, asanteni sana Kaiboi, and I want to say, nataka tu niwaeleze kama kiongozi wenu, to support serikali yetu kwa sababu programs ambaye tuko naye kama hiyo ya mbolea na mbegu. Mheshimiwa Kitura mawaeleza, we had the prices going up, and we had a meeting where Mheshimiwa Kituru was seated na mimi kama representative ya Nandi County, na tulisema bei kuje chini. Let us also as a government, because we have been giving out subsidized fertilizer, let us subsidize the seeds so that we have large production of maize. Tutumie mashamba yetu ili tuwe na mahindi ya kutosha, ili tuwe na pesa ya kugharamia watoto wetu katika mambo ya fees, ili tupate pesa na tuingie mambo ya SHA na tuweze kujimudu kwa mambo ya afya katika taifa letu. Kwa hayo nasema asanteni sana. Nataka nimchukue muda huu sasa nimuite Mama County, Mheshimiwa Cynthia Muge, ili aendeshe program kuanzia hapo. Mpigie makofi akikuja. Asante sana.
Thank you, Chairman. Chief Guest, the Prime Cabinet Secretary and CS for Foreign and Diaspora Affairs, Your Excellency Governor Nandi County, the leaders present, the graduates 2025 class, good afternoon. Today we meet here at the Kaiboi National Polytechnic, first to congratulate the graduating class of 2025, to say hongera for your graduation. We are proudly associated with National Polytechnic of Kaiboi, this being the first institution to attain the national status in Nandi County. We are proudly associated. The elevation comes with responsibility. The responsibility that comes with the elevation is on commitment to excellence, to make sure that the institution is able to produce ethical and properly skilled graduates like the class of 2025 that we are celebrating today. Again, the graduating class or the graduates of this year are going to be a proper trademark for Kaiboi National Polytechnic. And I ask the graduating class of 2025 that you be the proper ambassadors that this institution needs out there. How do you become the proper ambassadors of this institution? By making sure that the output, everything that you touch when you go out there, turns to gold, so that we can be associated with this alma mater that every time someone wants to look for a plumber, they will ask if they first graduated from Kaiboi National Polytechnic. If they want an electrician, they will ask for a referral that left Kaiboi National Polytechnic. I ask the class of 2025 to be good ambassadors to Kaiboi National Polytechnic. Graduates, this is a lifelong skill gaining. The world is
let them come. We skill them for 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. If you want to come back after the 3 months, Your Excellency, I went with one of my directors who is sitting right here to EBZ. And they told us they want young people who can do the apparels, and they want us to for 6 weeks. And they go into the world of work, and they go and work. And they're trained for 4 weeks. Then the other 2 weeks, they want to polish if it is fixing the pocket or the collar or the whatever. And they need 10,000 young people every year. That is one industry. I know of 3 others that are coming up at EBZ, and they will need our young people. That is why, Your Excellency, we have agreed with my principals that we are about skilling our young people. Education and training. Mheshimiwa Meli, si umekubali hata wewe education and training imekuwa hapo muda mrefu. Sasa wacha tu skill watu. Si ndio? Na nikisapotiwa na huyu hakuna mtu mwingine anaweza kuniuliza kama sasa. Sababu huyu ndiye anaweza kusema I'm not working. So the TVET institutions, Your Excellency, are about bridging the gap. And I need all of us to be actively aware that the cabinet passed the dual training policy the other day. And Your Excellency, what we are doing now is rolling out that dual training policy. And it is our determination at the department that these young people will be in the institutions 30 to 50% of the time. The rest, 50 to 70% of the time, they have to be in an industry. That way, then this industry, and let's not lie to ourselves, and my technical staff is here, that these industries are not available. They are. And Your Excellency, I have industrial liaison officers in our institutions. Every institution has an industry liaison officer. And I would like you, principals, to tell us, kama iko mtu ameenda kutafuta industries zimekosa. Simekosa? The industries are there, Your Excellency, in the various areas of training. And therefore, we want to make sure our young people are there 50 to 70% of the time, so that as they leave the institutions, they are well crafted and can move to the world of work. I don't want to read any speeches, but Your Excellency, let me also say that we in government, if we are going to industrialize this country, let me say what I have told anybody and everybody who cared to listen to me, that for us to be able to attract industries into this country, you know, the industries have the industry owners have the money, they have the machinery, they have the market. What they do not have is the man. And Your Excellency, that man, so I've been talking about 4 M's, the market, the machinery, the money, and the man. Your Excellency, it is my responsibility and the responsibility of these people sitting here to ensure that that man is crafted. And that man, Your Excellency, is the person we are saying that we are now breaking the curricula into skill sets, so that, because the industry now, I can tell you with confidence, is asking you, what can you do? Sio ile certificate utakupatia hapa at the diploma in I don't know what. You will go there and they ask you, what can you do? So Your Excellency, as a department, we want to make sure that our young people can actually do. And that is why we are going into micro-credentials. And Your Excellency, we will soon be bringing the micro-credentials policy to cabinet to be able to accede to it. Today, as we celebrate these graduates, we are also celebrating the many milestones, which include competency-based education and training, dual training, recognition of prior learning. I hope everybody here seated here now knows what recognition of prior learning is. Your Excellency, we passed the recognition of prior learning policy last year. And what we have done is that we have established a directorate of recognition of prior learning at Kabete National Polytechnic, so that all those who have skills and they are not certified can liaise with any. I've not said you can only go to Kabete, any institution, including this one. It will be purely the principal's responsibility to liaise with Kabete National Polytechnic and see how the assessment and the certification is going to be done here at Kaiboi National Polytechnic. And tomorrow, Your Excellency, I'll be in Kisii National Polytechnic with Estarno here. Because at Kisii National Polytechnic, we are now retraining the assessors of RPL, and we are also coming up with the tools of recognition of prior learning, so that we know exactly what we are looking for before we certify you. So hapa watu wasianze kusema ati tunapeana certificate kiolera. Hakuna. Tomorrow I am going to oversee the training of the assessors and the tools that are going to be used to assess those who are out there, so that we certify them. Na wanaweza pia kwenda kazi majuu, wanaweza get government tenders because they now have the papers. So that, again, Your Excellency, is something we are doing very actively. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to commend Kaiboi National Polytechnic management for successfully organizing this graduation ceremony. There is evidence of prudent management and sound cooperation as an institution. Congratulations, and to you graduates, I wish to reiterate my pride in you, and this is honest. I am about students or young people who take their space so seriously that they learn to the end. And Your Excellency, I was at PC Kenyanjui the other day. We are again graduating quite a large number of students. And what I told the principal, and I'm now telling you, Tioni, make sure you have the booklet. Well, achana na Tioni, nataka asikie hii. I want you to have the booklet that has all the people who are graduating locked up somewhere. Make sure you know everybody who is graduating here, that they are properly crafted into that book, and you put it somewhere away, because you will have others coming, God knows from where, and they will come with a graduation booklet, and they will say, si unaona hii ni njina yangu, hiyo ni yao. Yako must be the one that you know who graduated, who went to class and actually graduated. Your Excellency, in my former life at Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, we had so many people coming up with booklets and saying, mimi niligraduate. Hata ona picha nilivaa garlands. Kwani hapa huyu wako na garlands? Hizo vitu ati niligraduate. Hakuna kitu kama hiyo. Msema kweli ni hiyo booklet. Na wengine hawako. Kwa hiyo booklet itakuwa na Tioni. Alafu sasa, Your Excellency, from my former life, I am always getting boarded to go to court to actually testify that Kitul here was never in school. And I'm giving an example of Kitul because many of these people I'm talking about are his caliber. Ama caliber ya uji ya manuangu anaitwa Meli na vile na muogopa kwa sababu. So please make sure we are doing the right thing and that you can be held accountable for what you have achieved, because you have actually achieved it, but not a question of faking your way through. With those many, na ninyi simumesikia maprinciple, aka hiyo kitabu vizuri. With those many remarks, Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say I am very glad to be here. I am very happy to see you going through this. Thank you very much for listening to me. And as you go there, may the hand of our Lord lead you. May you have your doors open. And I also love the chairman, that if they can't open, create yours. Si wengine wenu hapa mmeonyeshwa kutengeneza milango. Tengeneza yako ifunguke. Na ikifunguka ita wengine wakuje muingie na wao. Si ndio? May the Lord bless you. Thank you very much for listening to me. And it is now oh, my sister has told me she's the one to come. I thought it was me. God bless you.
Makofi kwa Daktari Esther Moria. Thank you very much for talking to us and the many words of wisdom that you have shared with us. Allow me to inform this congregation that what she has shared about keeping those records of graduation lists is already working. Those of us who are in political space, before IEBC clears you, we need from the booklet ile ya graduation yako kudhibitisha kwamba ulihitimu na ukapita na ukagraduate. Kwa hivyo jambo ambalo dada amegusia ni jambo la muhimu, ili sote, let us not play, let us not fake. Sometimes they say fake it until you make it. But this one, in this day and age, you need to be proficient, you need to be equipped, you need to be skilled. Guest of honor, sir, we in this county have tried our best to enhance opportunities for persons getting TVET education. Under the purview of county governments, we have vocational training centers. And one of the disparities that we experience is that for those who are going to our TTIs, or technical training colleges, they are supported through support of the new funding model. How we pray that that could be reviewed to include those ones who are going to our vocational training centers, so that we are able to equip as many young people as possible. It is now my singular honor and privilege to welcome His Excellency Governor Stephen Tsang to come and address this congregation.
Asante sana, Deputy Governor. Your Excellency, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Dr. Musalia Mudavadi, the Principal Secretary, the Principal, the Chair, colleague leaders, graduates, our parents, and the entire Kaiboi National Polytechnic fraternity. Good afternoon. I know time is gone. Your Excellency, when this institution reached out to me and the head of public service to get them a guest, we had a chat with the area member of parliament, Mheshimiwa Abraham Kirwa, and we unanimously settled on you. One, because of the role that you do in the running of our government, but more particularly because of the friendship that you have had with this county and this constituency. And I want to thank the institution and yourself, because when the initial date was 7th, and when we realized that your schedule would not allow, we persuaded you to give us this day. And in a very special way, I want to thank the principal and the chairman and the Kaiboi National Polytechnic fraternity for being flexible to allow us to move the graduation from Friday to Monday to accommodate your schedule, Your Excellency, and that today you are here. And we want to thank you in a very special way. Tumpigie makofi Daktari PCS. Secondly, Your Excellency, I know again the same institution might come for us next year. I want to load that responsibility of getting us the next graduation chief guest to you. Wewe ndio utatutafutia the chief guest at next graduation. The second graduation at Kaiboi National Polytechnic will be by yourself, Your Excellency, and most likely the guest I hear they want to have here might be the head of state, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya. So, sisi tunakupatia hiyo juhudi, na hii ni notice ya 1 year ahead. I am sure you can be able to work within the 1 year ahead of you to get us that guest. And the reason, Your Excellency, why we also need the head of state to visit us here is because of 2 things. The elevation of this institution into a national polytechnic is not an end in itself. It is the start of a journey. The institution here requires infrastructure upgrade and support and expansion so that then we can be able to meet the status of a national polytechnic. And we hope, Your Excellency, that you are coming here today and the support by the Ministry of Education and the TVET, together with your office and the support we get from national government, that this institution will be upgraded and that the facilities and the infrastructure, including the training and the equipment, will be upgraded so that we can be able to serve more young men and women who want to gain skills. Today, and I want to congratulate the graduates, 1,611 who are graduating today. Pongezi, congratulations on your achievement. But I'm sure in the next phase of things, we will be having over 2,000, over 3,000 graduates in this institution. And therefore, Your Excellency, we want to appreciate the reforms, and I want to thank the PS. She has been able to raise a number of the things that we have always raised are already being addressed by the State Department, including shortening the time that our students take to acquire skills in our institutions. If we can be able to reduce them even by half, start by reducing it to 1 year, then move to reducing it to 6 months, that will shorten the time. It will lessen the burden of paying school fees for our parents and our students, but also it will give them an opportunity to join the job market and contribute towards the building of our country. Your Excellency, TVET is the way to go. There is no country in the world that has industrialized outside the purview of TVET and skills. And therefore, if this country has to industrialize, be able to create jobs for our young men and women, then we must be able to put our emphasis within TVET training institutions, and we are excited with what is happening nationally. Finally, on that small issue, Your Excellency, is that we know that the funding model has had some bit of challenges, particularly under the university funding model. But Your Excellency, it will interest you to know that the funding model has never had an issue with the TVET. In fact, for TVETs, it is working. The only challenge that we now have is that this funding model by TVET is conjoined with the university funding model, so that the small discussions that are going on around the university funding model is affecting the TVET, yet the new funding model was already working and is positively working for our TVETs. If we can find a way of separating, so that then the funding model under TVET institutions can be rolled out full blast, while the discussion around fixing here and there the few issues around the university funding model can be addressed. So, Your Excellency, we are asking that even as you take this message, let us separate and allow the TVET funding model to be rolled out, because already it is an improvement from the current funding model. It's likely to support a lot of our children and our students within our TVET institution. Finally, Prime Cabinet, you are here when we came with the President and we talked to these wonderful people of Musalia and Nandi. We are excited about some of the programs that the national government has already rolled out in our counties. Your Excellency, there is one particular road that supports this institution. The road from Kipkaren all the way to Kaiboi, and the road from Kaiboi all the way to Kapsisilo. This is a road, Your Excellency, that was abandoned midway, and this other road is about 20 kilometers. We have already gotten funding for the road from here to Chepteroi, across all the way to Kapkatengu. We have also some roads that we have agreed, Your Excellency, that we need link roads between Nandi and Kakamega, so that we open up the market between Nandi and Kakamega for purposes of business. But the people in Rift Valley to take advantage of all the development programs and the institutions in Kakamega and the ones in Nandi. We are asking Your Excellency that you give priority, particularly to this inter-county road network that is going to open up the space and allow our children and our people and our business people to do business across the counties for the good of our people. And therefore, Prime Cabinet Secretary, you are the chief guest. We want to hear you today. I want to shorten my remarks to that and take this opportunity as my greatest pleasure to invite our Prime Cabinet Secretary and the Cabinet Secretary in charge of Foreign Affairs and Diaspora Affairs to be upstanding and be able to speak to us. Karibu, Your Excellency, sir.
Please be seated. Your Excellency, Governor Stephen Sang, Governor of Nandi County, Dr. Esther Thara Moria, Principal Secretary, State Department for Tibet, our leaders, the Honorable Meli, who is also the Chair of the Education Committee in Parliament, Honorable Kitur, Honorable Cynthia Muge, and of course, in absentia, Honorable Kirwa, the Chairman of Kaiboi National Polytechnic, Dr. James Sang, the Chief Principal, Abdu Tione, all leaders present, Tibet principals, and most of all, graduates, parents, guardians, and stakeholders. Ladies and gentlemen, let me start by saying good afternoon. Let me also extend an apology because I came in late. We were supposed to have started early in the morning, but our assignments sometimes can take a quick turn. So this morning I had to meet a delegation of the IMF, International Monetary Fund, because we are also negotiating to wind up our program, which has been running, and to start developing a new program which relates to the management of the economy. And in the process, there is something they are calling the governance diagnostic, and also diagnostic on anti-corruption measures, which they wanted us to discuss. So please bear with me for that delay. My first message also extends to the people of Mosop, all of you, for bearing your time without the area of Member of Parliament being present. So let me join you in praying and wishing that the Honorable Abraham Kirwa, who is my friend, will recover soonest and be able to resume his assignment with you. We all wish him well, and we know God will guide his recovery. Let me also, at the very outset, confirm that what Governor Sang said is true. They were able to talk to me with the Honorable Felix Koske, and it became difficult to say no. So I am here. And I also bring felicitations from President Ruto. We spoke last night and I told him I'll be coming here. And pia yeye anasema heko kwenu. So let me make my formal remarks and then I'll just add one or two things. It is a great honor for me to join you here today for the first graduation ceremony of Kaiboi National Polytechnic since it was upgraded from a technical training institute last year. This is a significant milestone, not just for the people of Mosop constituency and Nandi County, but for the entire. It reaffirms the government's commitment to enhance the contribution of the technical and vocational education and training sector to economic and social development. We are proud to be standing on the ground that His Excellency President William Samoei Ruto prepared when he commissioned the Jitume Digital Skills Laboratory and laid the foundation stone for an information and communication technologies complex in January last year. The moment is here for us to celebrate the first 1,614 graduates who have completed their learning experience in this distinguished institution. I recognize you for your hard work, dedication, and achievements. Your graduation marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of the new. Exciting opportunities that ahead that will shape your future. Let me extend my heartfelt congratulations to all of you graduates and acknowledge your trainers, families, and the communities you come from for supporting you through this remarkable journey. Your success is a testament to the government's unwavering resolve to grow and develop the TVET sector to produce skills that will support Kenya's priority sectors and enhance its global competitiveness in line with the bottom-up transformation agenda. Through the TVET network, we are building a workforce that is not only skilled, but also adaptable, innovative, and prepared to meet the demands of current and future industries. We are also promoting equity and inclusion by ensuring that each constituency has at least one TVET institution. We have made strides. That is a very serious matter. One TVET institution constituency. We have made significant strides in reforming the sector to ensure that it is aligned with global trends, industry standards, and the needs of our growing workforce. In this regard, we are upgrading and modernizing TVET institutions to enhance their relevance and responsiveness to the manpower needs of our growing economy. These reforms focus on enhancing the quality of education and training, improving access to TVET programs, and ensuring that what is taught in these institutions directly addresses the needs of the labor market. As part of these reforms, the Cabinet has approved the dual training policy, and you heard the Principal Secretary make reference to this, that formalizes the integration of theoretical learning and hands-on training in industries. This historic decision is a game changer, as it will ensure that trainees who have been constrained by skills mismatch to needs of our industries can now graduate with cutting-edge skills to entrepreneurship or local and international labor markets. This policy will also enable TVET institutions to fully implement the robust competency-based education training curriculum that was rolled out in September 2023. The training focuses on practical skills and outcomes that ensure TVET trainees are knowledgeable and highly skilled in areas most needed by industries. The government has further made substantial investments in upgrading of TVET institutions, infrastructure, including providing modern equipment and learning tools. It has also enhanced investments in the training and development of TVET instructors, particularly in new technologies and methodologies. We have recently recruited 2,000 trainers to bridge the trainer deficit in the TVET sector, while enhancement of the recognition of prior learning framework has formalized the competencies of artisans who have gained skills through work experience or informal learning. As I conclude the formal remarks, let me appreciate the council, management, students, and stakeholders of Kaiboi National Polytechnic for hosting this great gathering. You have a great opportunity to position this institution in Kenya's socio-economic transformation journey by developing mutually beneficial linkages with the local community and the industries that will engage your graduates now and in the future. God bless you all, and thank you. Your Excellency Governor Sang, Madam PS, maybe let me just emphasize one or two issues that are critical. One, I just want to underscore the TVET program in Kenya is now becoming a reference point for many other countries. It is becoming the upon which others are beginning to see how to move forward. And I'm very proud to say that Madam PS here has been extremely passionate, and we really commend her in pursuing the growth of TVET in our country, together with her entire team. What you're doing is so important. I really want to thank you, all of you collectively and individually, on behalf of the government. Now, there are one or two issues that I'll just flag so that I don't take too much time. These good people want to be given the power to go and do what pertains to their training. But let me just flag about one or two issues. First, it's the funding program. In a few days' time, because there was a team that was appointed, a working group, a task force that was put together to look at the issues surrounding the funding program. And I know they have completed their report. They should be submitting it in a few days' time. And I believe, after broad consultations across the board, they have been able to identify where the challenges are. And in their recommendations, we shall have a lasting solution so that we can deal once and for all and in a sustainable manner with the issue of the funding of our institutions at the university level. And indeed, as you say, at the TVET, it has been functioning quite well. So I want to assure you on behalf of the government and on behalf of the Ministry of Education that this is underway, and you'll be able to get to know the details of the findings and the recommendations in a few days' time. Let me also just say that sometimes sisi wanasiasa tunaenda mbali. You will remember the debate that was there on the CBC. If you will recollect, it was a hot issue, very hot. And some were saying, scrap it, abandon it. It became even a very hot political issue. If you wanted to get makofi, upigiwe makofi kwa jukwaa, when we were campaigning, panda pale, hii CBC, inamaliza wazazi, inamaliza wanafunzi, inamaliza nani, toa. That was the shortcut. That was the simplistic thing to do. And it had problems, it had teething problems. But gradually, we have overcome those challenges. And therefore, I want to give you hope that we shall also overcome the funding challenge. We overcame the other one, we are going to overcome this one. That is very important. And as we sit here, we have a very able chair of the Education Committee in Parliament is here, a son of the soil. And he has done a good job and he'll do a good job. And I'm sure through Parliament, they will also help us to quickly see that the appropriate recommendations that come out of the task force will be quickly implemented. And where there is need to adjust any legislation through his committee in this space, they will accelerate so that we quickly finish that matter and we move forward. So I want you to have faith and confidence that this will be resolved. Now, the other thing, and the graduates, be strong, be steadfast, be young men and women of integrity. I came from Geneva the other day on behalf of the government, and I had a chance to meet with the Director General of World Trade Organization, Dr. Ngozi, and the message she said is this: when you go back to your country, tell them that the honeymoon around aid is over. The honeymoon is over. Globally, the honeymoon is over. Now we must shift gear and we must compete for investment and trade. In history, you read about the scramble for Africa. Around it. Now, we must look at it in the reverse, that we must scramble for investment and trade. And you shall not get investment and trade if you do not have a skilled manpower. Lazima uwe na watu wenye ujuzi, wenye tajriba, wenye wanafahamu kile mwekezaji anataka. Na ndio nyinyi sasa. Tunawataka, tunawahitaji, Kenya inawataka, inawahitaji, kwa sababu kupitia kwenu ndio tutafutia wale investors wakuje katika Kenya, kwa sababu hiyo ndio scramble mpya, na tuachane na mambo ya aid. So we need you, we need your skills. Capital goes to where there is good skill. Ukienda kwa nchi ambayo watu hawana ujuzi, hawana nini, investors wanapotea, wanaenda kwingine. So Kenya has got an opportunity to really be at the forefront in this competitive area where we are now going for investments and trade and production. So you have everything cut out for you, and we must provide the enabling environment ile ambayo itamsukuma na nyinyi mwende mbele. And in all this, we need a stable government, we need peace, we need unity of the country, and we need to be a democratic nation. That is important. Hiyo ni ya muhimu sana. Msidanganywe, mtasilete porojo wengine hapa ya kusema iko shortcut ama nini. Hapana. We just have to walk the straight and narrow road to make sure that Kenya is on the right path. Kwa hivyo I want to wish you graduates all the success as you move out to either gain employment or also to generate employment as you move forward. Sio tu kuandikwa ama kuajiriwa, pia na nyinyi nikiangalia nikitazama, you can also do it. You can also do it. Tazama mwenzako ambaye yuko karibu na wewe, muangalie kwa uso. Muulize, will you be an employee or an employer? That is the message, so that we can all work to move forward. Finally, kwa kisiasa hapa, Mheshimiwa Sang, unajua wewe ni gavana wangu tu. Zile barabara mmesema na nini, if you get the roads, I also benefit. If you say things, I benefit. Kwa hivyo, you have recruited me. I will be part of you kutetea hizo maneno. Na jumbe vile umesema, tutaungana so that when there's an opportunity, a good thing that comes to as Kenyans. Na pia nataka niwaambie, majority leader alisema mambo ya earthquake. Najua sasa wewe unataka kuvunja nyumba za wenyewe. Lakini tuko sawa, tunaendelea vizuri, tutashikana so that we can all pool resources to this place. I also want to let you know, as my very good neighbors and friends, najua wakati tulizungumza mambo ya earthquake, tumeenda sasa a notch higher. Sisi kwa ANC na UDA sasa tumeshikana, we are now one. Sasa tunasonga mbele, tukienda mbele, and the judgment will remain with the voter. President akizungumza mambo ya housing, wengine wanapata kelele. Sasa kwanza walitupeleka koti hapa na pale. Sasa juzi nimeona wanasema now where will be the title deeds for the houses, the sectional head, sectional titles. It is the government of the day that generates titles. Please, for heaven's sake, who does land adjudication? Government. Who issues titles? The government. Who created the law to allow the sectional titles? Yani, when you are on top of a flat, sectional title, nile title for the upper floors, not the ground one. Who created the law for sectional titles? Government. So surely, why are you looking for the smallest of things to make it look like the housing program is a problem for the people of Kenya? Always trying to give wrong information. It is the government of the day that issues titles. And there's a procedure to issue titles, including the sectional titles. So don't mislead on a matter like this. I've just told you the honeymoon on aid is over. Mambo ya health. The international community, particularly the Western powers and the new administration in the United States, has got a different AIDS policy. Aid policy. Now, the funding for health programs is being put back to the governments in those countries. Tuachane na kufikiri sasa mtu mwingine atakuja kufanya health programs zetu. Sisi wenyewe, the government of Kenya, the government of Uganda, the government of Tanzania, the government of where, you name those governments, has come to a standstill. Now, we may have some challenges on the universal health care, which we must all collectively address, the ones that are here and there, just the way we are talking of challenges in the funding program where we need to address. We will do that. But I want to ask you now, was it a premonition, or what was it that led the government of Kenya to pursue aggressively the need to have a proper and functioning universal health care program? Now that aid is being cut, it's being removed, ladies and gentlemen, even if you don't like the government, but at least acknowledge one thing. There was foresight, they were planning ahead, because now we are in the area where aid has been cut. So who is going to care for the sick in Kenya? Because the international, ladies and gentlemen, we are not going to take care of your sick anymore. The sick in your countries must be taken care of by yourselves. So what do we do? Na mimi nazungumza hapa kwa sababu, kwa mfano, kwa aid program, AIDS and what have you. In Kenya, we have citizens who are affected, about 1.3 million Kenyans, and the government of Kenya funds about 60% of their program, and the international community was funding up to 40%. I only want to give the example of Kenya. I don't want to talk about other countries. There are others where they rely 100% on donor assistance. So the government of Kenya must figure out, how do we meet the gap of 40% that is no longer going to be available from the international community? We have to do it. As a responsible government, we have to find. If we were irresponsible, we would say we shall do nothing about it. So the 40% who are relying on international funding can then just disappear into the wilderness. Our responsible government cannot do that. And the government of President William Ruto is a responsible government, and therefore, that's why you have a universal health care program, so that we can systematically find a way of catering for all Kenyans, irrespective of their station in life. Na hapo ndio mimi na imekuja hapa kusema, kama jirani wenu, tusipige siasa na maisha ya watu. Tutoe suluhu, tufikirie, tujadiliane, pahali sheria lazima ibadilishwe, tubadilishe kupitia kwa bunge na kwa county assemblies, alafu tusaidie Wakenya wetu. Kwa hivyo, kama nimeongea zaidi, mtanisamehe, lakini niliona mimi kama mmoja wenu na nimefurahi kwa sababu hamkupiga makofi. Hiyo ni dalili kuonyesha it is so important to listen keenly to what somebody is very
niruhusu niweze kumkaribisha naibu mwalimu mkuu James Odwar aweze kuendeleza ratiba inayofuata. Karibu sana sana.
Guest of honor, sir, distinguished guests, graduates, parents, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I take this opportunity to welcome all to our function. I'll be calling upon the chief guest in a while to confer the diplomas and certificates to our graduates. Guest of honor, sir, may I call upon the heads of department to present the founder and trained and examined, satisfy the board of examiners for the award of artisan certificates in the various areas in the following order: Agriculture and Environmental Studies Department, Building and Civil Engineering Department, Business Studies Department, Computing and Informatics Department, Electrical and Electronics Engineering Department, and lastly, Mechanical Engineering Department.
Guest of honor, sir, may I present the following 69 graduates in the Department of Agriculture and Environmental Studies who, having been trained and examined, satisfied the Board of Examiners for the award of Artisan Certificate. Distinction: Kipkoskei Godwin. Credit: serial number 2 to serial number 31. Pass: serial number 32 to serial number 69.
Guest of honor, sir, may I present the following 165 graduates in the Department of Building and Civil Engineering who, having been trained and examined, satisfied the Board of Examiners for the award of Artisan Certificate. Artisan in Building. Credit: serial number 1 to serial number 11. Pass: serial number 12 to serial number 2. Artisan in Building in Plumbing. Credit: serial number 1 to serial number 2. Pass: serial number 3 to serial number 85.
Guest of honor, sir, may I present the following 86 graduates in the Department of Business Studies who, having been trained and examined, satisfy the Board of Examiners for the award of Artisan Certificate, Single and Group Certificate, Shorthand Typist, serial number 1 to 3, Copy Typist, serial number 1 to 83.
Guest of honor, sir, may I present the following 57 graduates in the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering who have been trained, examined, satisfied the Board of Examiners for the award of Artisan Certificates. Credit: serial number 1 to number 3. Pass: serial number 4 to serial number 57.
Guest of honor, sir, may I present the following 86 graduates in the Department of Mechanical Engineering who, having been trained, examined, satisfied the Board of Examiners for the award of Artisan Certificate. Artisan in Motor Vehicle Mechanic. Credit: serial number 1 to serial number 6. Pass: serial number 7 to serial number 76. Artisan in Welding and Fabrication. Credit: serial number 1 to serial number 3. Pass: serial number 4 to serial number 10. please all artisan graduates be upstanding for the conferment of your various artisan certificates.
Be upstanding as I invite the guest of honor to come forward and confer to you the artisan certificates. Guest of honor, I invite you to come forward and confer the artisan certificates. Thank you.
Okay. Acting on the powers conferred on me by the TVET Act 2013, and knowing that you have satisfied the examiners in your respective fields, I award you the respective artisan certificates. Congratulations.
We now move to the crafts graduates. Kindly, as your course is called, kindly rise up. May I call upon the heads of department to present the 701 graduates who, having been trained and examined, satisfied the Board of Examiners for the award of craft certificates in the various trade areas in the following order: Agriculture and Environmental Studies Department, Building and Civil Engineering Department, Business Department, Computing and Information Department, Electrical and Electronics Engineering Department, Mechanical Engineering Department.
Following 201 graduates in the Department of Agriculture and Environmental Studies who, having been trained and examined, satisfy the Board of Examiners for the award of craft certificate. Craft certificate in General Agriculture. Distinction: Cheruyot Edwin, Chauke Adams Kipkenei, Kipet Emmanuel, Kiblimo Peter, Sang Kipchirchir Emmanuel, Vincent Kipet Koech. Credit: serial number 7 to serial number 139. Pass: serial number 140 to serial number 151. Craft certificate in food and beverage. Credit: serial number 1 to serial number 13. Pass: serial number 14 to serial number 56.
Guest of honor, sir, may I present the following 218 students in the Department of Building and Civil Engineering who, having been trained and satisfied the Board of Examiners for the award of craft certificate. Certificate in road construction. Credit: serial number 1 to serial number 3. Pass: serial number 4. Certificate credit: serial number 2 to serial number craft certificate 1 to serial number 7.
And examine, satisfied the Board of Examiners for the award of craft certificate. Certificate in business management. Credit: serial number 1. Certificate in Cooperative Management, credit, serial number 1, pass, serial number 2. Certificate in Human Resource Management, credit, serial number 1 to serial number 3. Certificate in Supply Chain Management, credit, serial number 1 to serial number 15. Pass, serial number 16 to serial number 21. Certificate in Social Work and Community Development, distinction, Jemtai Bilha, Otundo Irene Kadenge, credit, serial number 3 to serial number 25.
Guest of honor, sir, may I present the following 38 graduates in the Department of Computing and Informatics who, having been trained and examined, satisfied the Board of Examiners for the award of Craft Certificate. Craft Certificate in Information and Communication Technology. Credit, serial 1. Pass, serial 2 to 13. Craft Certificate in Information Studies. Credit, serial 1 to 15. Pass, serial 16 to 26.
Guest of honor, sir. May I present the following 96 graduates in the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering who have been examined, who have been trained and examined, satisfied the Board of Examiners for the award of Craft Certificate. Credit, serial number 1 to serial number 65. Pass, serial number 66 to serial number 96.
Guest of honor, sir, may I present the following 96 graduates in the Department of Mechanical Engineering who, having been trained and examined, satisfied the Board of Examiners for the award of Craft Certificate. Craft in Automotive Engineering. Credit, serial number 1 to serial number 25. Pass, serial number 26 to serial number 45. Craft Certificate in Mechanical Engineering Production, serial number 1 to serial number 9. Pass, serial number 10 to serial number 40. Craft Certificate in Agricultural Engineering, serial number 1 to serial number 5. Pass, serial number 6 to serial number 11.
Guest of honor, sir, may I invite you to confer, to come forward and confer to our graduates the craft certificates.
Acting on the powers conferred on me by the TVET Act 2013, and knowing that you have satisfied the examiners in your respective fields, I award you the respective craft certificates. Congratulations.
Thank you. Guest of honor, sir, may I call upon the heads of department to present the 447 graduates who have been trained and examined, satisfied the Board of Examiners for the award of diploma certificates in the various trade areas in the following order: Agriculture and Environmental Studies Department, Building and Civil Engineering Department, Business Studies Department, Computing and Informatics Department, Electrical and Electronics Engineering Department, Mechanical Engineering Department.
Guest of honor, sir, may I present the following 79 graduates in the Department of Agriculture and Environmental Studies who, having been trained and examined, satisfied the Board of Examiners for the award of diploma certificate. Diploma in General Agriculture. Distinction, Chepkorir Matrona. Credit, serial number 2 to serial number 40. Serial number 41 to serial number 75. to serial number 2.
Guest of honor, may I present the following 67 graduates in the Department of Building and Civil Engineering who, having been trained and examined, satisfied the board of the award of diploma certificate. Diploma in land surveying, credit, serial number 1 to serial number 10, pass. Serial number 11 to serial number 16. Diploma in building technology, credit, serial number 1 to serial number 7, pass. Serial number 8 to serial number 52.
Guest of honor, may I present graduates in the Department of Business Studies who trained and examined such examiners for the award of diploma. Diploma in accountancy, credit, pass, serial number 12 to serial number 34. Diploma in business management, credit, serial number 1 to serial number 3. Diploma in cooperative management, credit, serial number 1 to serial number 3. Pass, serial number 4 to serial number 5. Diploma in human resource management, credit, serial number 1 to serial number 7. Diploma in supply chain management, credit, serial number 1 to serial number 11. Pass, serial number 12 to serial number 13. Diploma in secretarial studies, credit, serial number 1 to serial number 2. Diploma in social work and community development, distinction, That Faith, Chemtai Faith, Chemtai Lydia, Chepkorir Faith, Sharono Flossie, Sharono Ruth, Sherop Cynthia Cheriot, Jelimo Daisy, Jeruto Gladys, Juma Valerie Atieno, Kai Fidelis Chiro, Kemboi Jerome Ruth, Kimeli Dixon, Kwemoe Glorin Chepkorir, Nebo Marita Nyabok, Muge Chepkoech, Simba Maziko Bay, credit, serial number 18 to serial number 24, pass, serial number 25.
Guest of honor, sir, may I present the following 84 graduates in the Department of Computing and Informatics who, having been trained and examined, satisfied the Board of Examiners for the award of diploma certificate. Diploma in Information and Communication Technology, credit, serial 1 to 35, pass, serial 36 to 58. Diploma in Information Science, credit, serial 1 to 22, pass, serial 23 to 24.
Guest of honor, sir, may I present the following 45 graduates in the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering who have been trained, examined, satisfied the Board of Examiners for the award of Diploma Certificate in Electrical and Electronics Engineering. Credit, serial number 1 to serial number 4. Pass, serial number 5 to serial number 45.
Guest of honor, sir, may I present the following 83 graduates in the Department of Mechanical Engineering who, having been trained in and examined, satisfied the Board of Examiners for the award of diplomas. Diploma in Automotive Engineering. Credit, serial number 1 to serial number 4. Pass, serial number 5 to serial number 18. Diploma in Mechanical Engineering Production Option. Credit, serial number 1. Pass, serial number 1, serial number 6. Diploma in Mechanical Engineering Plant Option. Serial number 1 to serial number 3. Pass, serial number 4 to serial number 19. Diploma in Mechanical Engineering Plant Option TEP. Pass, serial number 1. Diploma in Agricultural Engineering. Credit, serial number 1 to serial number 12. Pass, serial number 13 to serial number 39.
Guest of honor, sir, I invite you to come forward and confer to our graduates the diploma certificates.
Acting on the powers conferred on me by the TVET Act 2013, and knowing that you have satisfied the examiners in your respective fields, I award you the respective diploma certificates. Congratulations.
G.Eli.
Thank you, guest of honor. Performance in leadership, and call upon these 3 students very fast. Daisy Jelimo. Come forward.
Tumpigie makofi mazuri.
Matrona Jepkorir, Diploma in General.
Makofi tena.
And lastly, Dennis Kikimboi.
Hapo makofi yake tena. Na wakiwa wamesimama hivyo, tutaomba mgeni wetu wa heshima aweze ile. Karibu sana mgeni wetu wa heshima. Unapewa zawadi.
Mr. Vanessa, we award the valedictorian award to Daisy Jelimo for exemplary participation in social work and community development.
Tena mazuri anaposawadiwa na mgeni wetu wa heshima siku ya leo. Makofi mazuri tena. Asante sana.
Guest of honor, sir, let me invite Matrona Jepkorir, who got a distinction in Diploma in General Agriculture. We are giving him the title of Salutatorian Award. We want to award Dennis Kikimboi leadership and governance as Katiso President.
Asante sana mgeni wetu wa heshima, tunaweza kuketi sasa. Basi mgeni wetu wa heshima, nafasi iliyo kwa sasa, utaniruhusu niweze kumuita mwalimu mkuu taasisi ya kitaifa ya Kaiboi, niweze kumuita mwalimu mkuu kwa usinduzi wa mpango mkakati, ama ukipenda sana the launch of strategic plan. Wapi makofi ya mwalimu mkuu anapokuja? Asante sana, karibu sana.
Thank you very much, Chief Guest, sir, distinguished guests, esteemed partners, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great honor and privilege that I stand before you today to officially present the Kaiboi National Polytechnic Strategic Plan 2024-2029. This plan is a testament to our collective commitment to progress, innovation, and sustainable development. Back on this journey, I wish to say that this strategic plan is more than just a document. It's a bold vision, a clear direction, a promise to deliver to our mission with excellence, accountability, and inclusivity. With great confidence and optimism for the future, I now officially present the Kaiboi National Polytechnic Strategic Plan 2024-2029, and I want to, with humility, request the Chief Guest to kindly join the strategic planning team to unveil the strategic plan. And the Kaiboi National Polytechnic, please chair, join, chair of board.
is now my pleasure to declare the Kaiboi National Polytechnic Strategic Plan for the year 2024 to 2029 officially launched. Thank you and congratulations to all of you. Okay.
Kneel down, please.
Asante sana mgeni wetu wa heshima anapokwenda kuketi baada ya uzinduzi wa mpango mkakati. Nafasi iliyo kwa sasa utaniruhusu niweze kumkaribisha mwalimu mkuu ambaye atakwenda kuwapa zawadi viongozi wetu ambao wameweza kujumuika na sisi kwenye hafla hii ya leo. Na vilevile ndaweza kumkaribisha PS wetu aweze kukaribia mbele, lakini kabla ya hiyo natumai mwalimu mkuu utafanya vile ilivyo. Karibu uweze kutuongoza kwa hiyo part, uweze kusawadi PS pamoja na gavana wetu kaunti ya Nandi pia. Asante.
Thank you very much. I want to request our board chair, our council chair, Dr. Sang, to please stand and present a gift to our PS. Our PS, you've been our mother, you've been our great support, our pillar, our direction, and with you we are solid. Thank you so much for the guidance you've been giving us. We are so proud to have you as our PS. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Madam PS. The TVET fraternity in the halls of... Thank you so much. Again, our dear governor, you've been a solid pillar for us. You brought us chief guests. You have been such a push for us, and we are proud of you as our governor. Asante sana. I want to call upon again our council chair, kindly chair on all of us behalf. Please present a loving gift for us from Kaiboi National Poly to our dear governor. Thank you, Excellency, and continue leading us. And finally, before you sit, Dr. Sang, we would want to call upon you too to present a gift to our chief guest. Chief guest, asante sana. You took time off your very busy schedule and you were able to make time for us. We are so humbled, we are so happy, and we want to wish you nothing but God's blessings. Asante, welcome again to Kaiboi National Poly. Welcome again to Nandi County. Thank you so much, and back to you, MC.
Asante sana mwalimu mkuu, ikiwa ni taasisi ya kitaifa ya Kaiboi. Nafasi iliyo kwa sasa niweze kumkaribisha naibu mwalimu mkuu daktari Keter ili aweze kutoa shukrani kwa niaba yetu wote. Karibu sana sir.
So thank you. Our chief guest, Prime Cabinet Secretary, Governor, our PS, TVET, members of National Assembly, CATE principals, the MCs who are present, graduates, parents, and trainers. Good afternoon. On behalf of Kaiboi National Polytechnic, I want to give a vote of thanks for this auspicious occasion. First and foremost, we want to extend our heartfelt gratitude to His Excellency the President and the Government of Kenya for the unwavering commitment for the technical and vocational and training
His continued investment in skills development is transforming lives and driving industrial growth. To the Honorable Prime Cabinet Secretary, we deeply appreciate your presence in this occasion and the policy leadership that ensures our TVET institutions remains relevant. PS TVET warrior, your tireless work in streamlining TVET reforms, funding and quality assurance has made a significant impact. We are truly grateful for your dedication to the sector. To our political class, led by the Governor and the members who are present, and the MCS, your continued support at the county and national levels has contributed immensely to the growth of TVET. To our women rep, that is Honorable Cynthia Muge, thank you for checking on our progress during the preparation stages, and your presence today is a testament of your commitment to supporting Kaiboi National Polytechnic. Thank you and God bless you. To our county principals who are present, thank you for being part of this auspicious occasion and fostering the collaboration between us by sharing the best practice to elevate the standard of training across the country. To our esteemed chairperson, Dr. James Sang, thank you for your sacrifice, your wisdom, and your you've not only provided governance, but you've also been a source of inspiration to both staff and students of Kaiboi National Polytechnic. As we celebrate this achievement, our graduates, that is, as we celebrate the achievements of our graduates today, we acknowledge that their success is a reflection of the strong foundation you built. We look forward to your continued guidance and support in shaping the greater futures. To our industry partners and suppliers, we sincerely appreciate your contributions in providing equipment, internship, and job opportunities to our trainees. To our parents and guardians, thank you for believing in TVET, and by extension, Kaiboi National Polytechnic, and supporting your children throughout the journey. Your sacrifice and encouragement have played a crucial role in their success. To our trainers, your dedication, guidance, and unwavering support has borne fruits. You've not only imparted knowledge and skills, but inspired them to thrive for excellence and prepare for the challenges ahead. As we celebrate this milestone, knowledge that we would not have reached this day without your efforts. May you continue to inspire and empower many more learners in the years to come. And to every other member of our non-teaching staff, from the administrative staff, security personnel, catering, maintenance and janitorial, technical, IT, drivers, support personnel, thank you for your dedication and hard work. Your contributions are the backbone of this institution, and without you, none of this would be possible. As we celebrate the achievements of our graduates today, let us also celebrate you, the unsung heroes who make this journey possible. On behalf of the entire Kaiboi National Polytechnic community, we extend our heartfelt gratitude, most importantly, to our dear graduates. Today is your day. Congratulations on reaching this significant milestone. You are now equipped with the knowledge, skills, and values to make a difference in the world. Go forth and excel, for you are the future of our industries and our nation. Lastly, to the organizing committee and everyone who contributed to this event to be successful, we extend our deepest appreciation. Your hard work and dedication have ensured a memorable occasion for all. Without that, I once again express our sincere gratitude to may we continue working together to empower our youth and build a prosperous Kenya. May the good Lord grant you journey mercies as you go back to your destinations. Thank you and God bless you. And finally, let me make an announcement. Once the meeting has been declared as all the invited guests, including the chief guest and the band, will walk back to the session where the chief guest wants to have a meeting with the leaders. That is Kati principals, all the invited guests who are in front here, and any other member who has attacked. Please adhere to that. Otherwise, the rest of us will remain standing as the day ends. Thank you and God bless you.
Tumpige naibu mwalimu mkuu makofi. Basi nafasi ile kwa sasa niweze kumkaribisha mwalimu mkuu aweze kufunga hafla ya leo. Baada ya hapo tafungiwa na maombi, alafu inayofuata wimbo wa taifa.
Asante sana. Nakumbushwa chief guest, nakumbushwa na chair wa council wangu ya kwamba he forgot to recognize the presence of all directors, governing directors. Kindly just stand and wave to the chief guest. Governing council, yeah, they're there. Thank you so much for your leadership and support. Thank you. And now, by the powers conferred upon me by the Kaiboi Polytechnic Legal Order number 16 of 2024 and TVET Act 2013, I now declare this first graduation convocation of Kaiboi National Polytechnic.
Asante sana, asante. Na mimi vile vile nafahamika kama MC Kiptotun, kijana ambaye ni mfawidhi nambari 10. Na nafasi ile kwa sasa ndapata kumkaribisha Bishop Representative Very Reverend Father Jafet Machichen, Episcopal Fika Nandi Pastoral Region, aweze kutufungia kwa maombi, alafu taweza kupiga wimbo wa taifa.
Tusimame kwa maombi. Kwa jina la Baba na Mwana na Roho Mtakatifu, tunakushukuru Baba mwema kwa sherehe hii ya wanafunzi walifuzu siku hii ya leo. Asante sana kwa wanenaji wote, asante sana kwa wale wote uliowaleta ya kwanza tangu shule hii yetu iinuliwe kwa National Polytechnic. Mungu Mwenyezi, tunakuomba uendelee kuwabariki wanafunzi fanikiwa ili wakutumikie wanapotumikia watu kulingana na taaluma waliopokea hapa. Tunakushukuru kwa zawadi ya walimu wao, tunakushukuru kwa zawadi ya mashauri, tunakushukuru kwa zawadi ya serikali zote mbili ya county na national government kwa juhudi wanaoweka ili watoto wetu waweze kuhamasishwa na kujaliwa taaluma mbalimbali kwa ajili ya utumishi. Tunapokamilisha, Mwenyezi Mungu, tunaweka mikononi kila mtu aliyehudhuria sherehe hii. Watakaporudi nyumbani, wajalie neema za safari. Kiongozi wetu mgeni mkuu wa leo, tunakuomba umjalie neema anapoongoza watu wako kulingana na ofisi yake, ili hekima na busara imsaidie siku zote, ili watu wote wakutambue. Unganishe njia yetu na upendo wako, utujalie amani na mapatano siku zote na bidii ya kufanya kitu. Tunaomba hayo kwa njia. Bwana awe nanyi. Awabariki Mungu Mwenyezi, Baba, Mwana na Roho Mtakatifu. Asanteni.
Na tukiwa tumesimama hivyo, nitaomba tutoe kofia sisi rasmi, tupiga wimbo wa taifa, alafu tukimaliza kupiga wimbo wa taifa tutasimama hivyo, mgeni wetu wa heshima na viongozi wetu waweze kwa kwanza. Asante. Asante. Tukiwa tumetulia hivyo hivyo, tutaruhusu mgeni wetu wa heshima pamoja na viongozi wetu waweze kuondoka kwa njia iliyo taratibu. Sisi wengine tutulie. Mtu asiondoke tafadhali. Na wageni wetu wa heshima wanapoondoka, ikiwa ni hitimisho ya sherehe ya siku ya leo. Na nawashukuru sana wale wote walihakikisha sherehe inafana sana. MC001, I approve this.